welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. And yes, I'm standing on my toes again. I wanted to show you this. It's a DeLorean. Why? Because Michael J. Fox is the main character in this story about dogs and cats traveling across the wilderness. Yeah, it's Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey. The Incredible Journey. This is from 1993. It's an hour and 24 minutes long. And it stars him as a bulldog, and Sally Field as a Himalayan cat, and Don Amici as a golden retriever. Don Amici, one of the last roles you might know him from is Cocoon. Trying to think of a few others offhand, but for the most part, this is a Michael J. Fox starring thing. It's a cute little adventure. It is fully from Michael J. Fox's point of view. The bulldog's point of view. Chance. Chance is the bulldog. Sassy is the cat, and why have I already forgotten? Shadow he doesn't look like a shadow. I figured if it would be a black lab, maybe it'd be Shadow, but yeah, no, he's a golden retriever, and I don't know why he looks all washed out there, but golden retriever named Shadow, and they each have their strengths. Shadow is the elder. He's wise. He's very loyal to his boy there, and he can't imagine being separated from him, which is what happens, but we'll get to that in a minute. The Chance comes from a life of being abandoned and living his life out in the wild, and just scavenging and scraping by, and he's already been taken in by the dog catchers and everything else. He's been in the pound, and he was actually adopted, luckily enough, by a family at just the right moment. He never wanted to go back there. And Sassy has just known nothing but a life of luxury as a cat, just basically sitting around, knowing how to use the humans to her advantage. So, yeah, the three of them, we get to meet them for the first time just as the family is welcoming a new member into theirs. It's a mom with 3 kids, and she's marrying this new guy it's the subplot, and it's not a very major subplot, but the kids are still trying to warm up to the guy. And they're still getting married. But as the point of getting married, they're also, for some reason, moving to San Francisco. I think they're supposedly moving there permanently, and then because of getting married, they're sending all the animals to a farm. Not the farm, but a farm that their friend Jean Smart, Jean Smart plays the character. Jean Smart, you know her from the most recent Watchmen series on HBO, and she played Laurie. And and she's only in it very, very small bit, but she takes the pets in. These people don't seem to be prepared to handle animals. Like, hey, let's adopt an animal. Now let's have it live on a farm the moment we get married and we decide to move to San Francisco. And then they give her to this lady who has a farm where I guess she's going to take care of them forever? I don't know. It's a little vague because kids were promised that they get to visit them every week or every 2 weeks or whatever. And this is, I guess, in the Northern California wilderness, far outside of San Francisco. It's really shot in Oregon, but still, for intents and purposes, it's pretty much going to be the wilderness of California, Northern California. And as soon as she takes the same day that she takes the animals in, and they know this, she needs to take the horses she takes care of to a show at a town for a few days. It's just a few days, but she leaves, that responsibility to Frank. And Frank doesn't get the note that she leaves, and the animals don't understand that why everybody's going away, because just unlike other, animal-human movies where the animals talk and think and everything else, they don't understand the humans obviously don't understand them. They understand little things, like Shadow here understands the word home. So it's beyond that, though. They don't understand why everybody's gone and how long they're going to be gone, and they're all freaked out by this. So Shadow is a little bit worked up, and he jumps the fence, and he takes off looking for home. And Sassy follows him. She's like, I don't know anybody here. I'll go with you. And they have no concept of time and distance or anything else. So, yeah. And of course, Chance follows along basically because he doesn't want to face down the turkey that's on the farm. It looks like Godzilla to him. And so, yeah, the three of them head off on their incredible journey into the wilderness, facing off with all sorts of wild animals. A lot of it's lighthearted fun, just goofy things, and interactions with skunks and porcupines and things like that. Others a little bit more intense: a mountain lion, a bear, all sorts of obstacles. Crossing a river is a big deal, especially for Sassy the cat. So I'm not going to tell you anything more about that. That's all pretty much summed up in the trailers, so it's not really a big surprise. So yeah, it's their incredible journey. Can they find home? Can they be reunited with their families? And the kids, when they find out the animals are gone, they're freaked out, and they kind of blame Dad because he made them give them up. Or the guy that they are not having a really good time with calling Dad yet. So yeah, he's what's his name, by the way? He's in everything, pretty much in the 80s and 90s. He's always sort of a solid guy. You know what? He's not even properly listed here, and I don't know why half their pictures aren't showing up. But yeah, the big thing is Michael J. Fox, Sally Field, and Don Amici. So yeah, it's a great little cast. And honestly, if you've seen some of my earlier videos, I hate smart alecky talking animal movies. They're annoying, they're obnoxious, and yes, there's many obnoxious moments, but I love Michael J. Fox so much because of Back to the Future. That he came out of nowhere, by the way. Yeah. Time machines crashing. I love him so much that he is, I think, perfectly cast as the voice of this dog. This very rambunctious, very obnoxious, very just going after everything with gusto kind of dog. And he bears the consequences, and half the time he doesn't care. So yeah, he makes this work for me. And yeah, and each of the animals have their own little jokey puns that go throughout this. The puns are forgivable, catnap, cats rule, dogs drool, things like that. It's silly. But it's meant for kids too. So kids can honestly, they can imagine what their dogs might be thinking, their cats might be thinking when they go away. It actually might mess some kids up because they watch this and go, is my dog freaking out? Is he going to run away because I left the house for an afternoon? Once they see this movie, they may never want to leave the house again, leave the dogs or cats at home alone. I don't know. But yeah, be sure to talk to them about it, especially if they're little and they may take too many of these concepts to heart. It can be a little heartbreaking at times and emotionally stressful for some things, but it's a happy ending. I will tell you that. It's a very happy ending. So yeah, you're safe in that sense. No animals die. Especially none of our heroes. They don't die. That's a spoiler for you, but it's Disney, and it's a happy little animal movie. So the fact that I didn't hate this outright just for the talking animal parts is amazing. So yeah, it's an enjoyable, fun little movie, and I think you should check it out if you like dogs and cats and seeing them in a fun little adventure. And it's only an hour and 24 minutes long, so yeah, give it a shot. All right. By the way, yesterday I messed up the numbers. This thing didn't update itself from when I had to remove an entry because it was, I don't know if it was a duplicate or something. So 241 wasn't exactly the movie it was supposed to be. So I just swapped it with the one it was supposed to be, and that's why we still have this. We would have had Horton Hears a Who instead, but everything's fixed now. Horton Hears a Who is 240, and we should all be good from here on out. Let's pick another number.
349.
349. See, the great thing is that because this is a brand new list, I honestly don't know what to expect. I don't know what falls within what range anymore. 349. Okay. All right. Let's check this out. This is a bunch of shorts. I don't think it's a single short. I could be wrong, but I think it's a bunch of shorts, and it's from Marvel. I had a lot of Marvel recently. It's Marvel's Rocket and Groot. Marvel's Rocket and Groot, so we'll have a little fun with that. Shouldn't take too long to go through. Now, we haven't had a short in months, it seems like it. Is it July? I don't think we had a short since middle of August, maybe. Something like that. I don't know, but it's been a really long time. But this isn't going to be a 6-minute thing. It's going to be a bunch, from what I understand. I could be wrong, but I'll see you back here tomorrow on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge with Marvel's Rocket and Groot Shorts series. See you then.